that they're making to him are saying that he is not allowed to be on the podcast.
So are you saying that you plugged Saul? Is that what you're saying?
Let MacG tell the story. I want chillers to say, yo, MacG, tell the story about actually how Nota helped you keep Saul. Because all those offers were being made in the first radio cycle. And MacG came to me, he said, listen, I cannot afford to pay this guy what he deserves and for the value that he's bringing in. And I'm already seeing that he's already feeling like he's underpaid and whatever. And you could tell from the attitude that Saul has on the show. Like every single time he talks about, oh, MacG just bought this or just bought that or just, you don't pocket watch your employer, you know what I mean? And do that, you know, to try and make them seem as if they're exploiting you or anything else. So I said, listen, the only way to solve this problem is that if Saul is money hungry, let's solve his money problems. Let's find other opportunities where he can make money so he can still be committed to the podcast, right? And not need podcast money to live.
But then didn't you say that he has more than enough gigs and he's performing
now he does.
everywhere
Now
and he's booked and busy?
Now, remember, this conversation was in January.
Prior. Okay, I hear
This was in January. You understand what I'm saying? So during that time, right, we did whatever we could to ensure that he doesn't take any of those offers. And then the only radio station's management, right, that was willing to give Saul an offer where he could be on their radio station and still be on the podcast is Kaya FM. And that's why I begged Kaya FM. The people at Kaya FM, I won't name their names, but I begged them. I said, please hire this guy and ensure that he can stay on the podcast. Because if anyone else hires him, they will take him away from the podcast. And that will do a lot of damage to the podcast and MacG. Now, let's speak about MacG and the disparaging comments he made.
Then why did you call him a sellout?
Because he was going to sell out. So I needed him to sell out to people who are going to make sure that...
Just a quick question.
Wait. No. Let me explain that. I need to explain that. Because that is
you need to explain that. Let's go.
The reason why I called him out and I was very aggressive, even though I also assisted him in getting that opportunity, right?
Sure.
The reason why I called him a sellout is because I knew that he would take it personally and try and prove me wrong. And that would make him loyal to the podcast. He wouldn't. He would know
true.
That. Because
even on the episode today, MacG was like, "Yo, ever since they said you're a sellout, you're going hard, eh?"
and that's why. So
that's what
MacG
we
and
need,
I,
bro. That's what we need to see, bro. You need to, dog.
Yeah. So my second part is that
it's like two heroes, dog. When I see those two, it's like I see two heroes.
Jones.
Okay, sorry. Let's go.
I'm speaking, bro.
Okay, let's go. Speak, bro.
Like people are listening and they can't hear if you're just adding commentary. So what I'm saying
Exactly.
is this. So I had a conversation with MacG. I don't know if it was before they recorded this episode that played now. And I said, bro, do whatever the content needs you to do. If the content needs you to let Saul rip at me, let him rip at me, bro. Go at me. You understand what I'm saying? Let it be. Because if that's what's going to get the people going, it's fine. You and I know our agreement. You and I know our conversation. You and I know we support each other. So I don't want you guys to think that MacG went out and he was just, playing to the crowd for the sake of content. You understand?
Right.
But
so now,
at the same time, wait. But if you look at how MacG was criticizing me and saying all those things, that he's always been critical, dog. They've made jokes about me. MacG said, yo, Nota and Nsiki Mazwai should be together. They both don't have kids and they've got too much time on their hands. He always uses me as someone he can throw jabs at and banter at because I'm his homie. He knows that I take that and I
That's funny.
You understand what I'm saying? So for me, I never mind that. So MacG saying what he said, he wanted Saul to say what he wanted to say, and
it was
Saul,
a way of getting Saul to actually vent because he wasn't going to do it willingly, basically.
Exactly. And did you hear how Saul vented? Instead of venting at
Host
me,
lady even had to interrupt him, like, okay, like he was touched, bruh. He's really touched about what you said. That's why I actually wanted to ask you about it. Like, how do you feel about his angle? Because at the end of the day, Sharp, okay, cool. We see the
I told
flaws
you
in
how I feel.
Sharp's character.
I told you how I feel.
However,
No, I told you
yeah.
how I feel. I told that he exposed himself by using women to insult me. Insult me. And I've said that the other time someone was swearing at me, saying all these things, and I said, bro, you can insult me any way you want to.
But
don't use women to insult me.
Yeah.
You understand? I didn't even say that. I said, don't insult my family. Don't insult the women in my family. I didn't even say. You understand what I'm saying? I'm saying, insult me in any way. You can insult me in any way. Offense is taken. It's not given.
It's not given. Yeah. It's on the table. It's up to you if you want to take it.
I didn't take offense, and I don't take offense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyone who was watching Saul knows how he speaks about women and knows that he'll readily use a woman's name to bring someone down. That's the thing. And that's the thing. And my father has a saying that he always tells me, and it's in its Shitsonga. It says, "Nyoka woiwona ailomi. Nyoka yoiwona ailomi." If you see a snake, it cannot bite you. MP,